Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. So it's been a while since we have released. There's been quite a lot of change happened in the last couple of weeks. Stephen and I have separated, and I have kept the boat and the dogs. So my plan is to continue to release videos and learn to vlog and edit by myself, so it's going to be a bit of a learning curve. But I hope that you guys can bear with me and you enjoy the content that I produce and the direction in which we're headed. So what I'm planning to do is release vlogs basically with how I'm spending my time travelling on the boat and trying to fix things, which is going to be a bit of a challenge because I'm not very good with DIY, but I'll give it a go. So if anything, it should have a bit of an entertainment factor to it. So yeah, I hope that you guys can enjoy it and let me know what you think in the comments below. Yeah, so let's get into it. So the first problem that I have on the boat, of course within the first week something broke, and that was the battery charger. So the battery charger is used, for those of you who don't know, when we're on hookup. The 240 volt hookup charges the batteries through the battery charger. So without the battery charger, the batteries will go flat, and if they get too flat then they will be damaged. So the way our boat's set up at the moment is that most of the appliances and the lights and the water pumps and everything that run off 12 volts, so they're always drawing from the batteries. So it's quite a big issue and needs to be resolved. So to charge the batteries, there's two ways that I can do it. I can run the engine for an hour or two hours a day, or I can plug in a car battery charger for 4 hours a day. So the 4 hours a day comes from the advice from Ed Shires. He's a marine engineer and he's very familiar with our boat and did a lot of work to it before we bought it. So I was able to contact him and ask him how to get around it, and he said if I charge the batteries for 4 hours a day, that would be enough to keep them going until we can get a replacement. So if you've been following our journey, you'll know that we were looking to fit an inverter to our boat. With this happening, I decided to take the opportunity to upgrade, and I went for a Victron inverter charger. So I went for 800 watt, and the reason for that is that most of the appliances, the small appliances like the TV and the laptops and camera charging and things like that, will be under 800 watts. I do have the two appliances, the coffee machine and the Vitamix blender. They are higher than 800 watt, but because we've only got a 2 leisure battery bank, I don't want to overwhelm the system and run those through an inverter anyway, so I'm going to still get a generator as planned for the larger capacity items. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm not sure if I've explained it well enough or whatever, but if you have any questions, you can let me know in the comments below and I'll try to answer those. So I'm going to show you what the current charger is doing and also how I've been monitoring the batteries and how I've been charging them. So we'll get into that now. So this is our 12 volt battery monitor. So if I turn it on, you'll see here it's 12.1, 12.2. So that means that the batteries are quite low. I didn't charge them yesterday, so I probably should have. So I will put them on charge for a couple of hours this morning before Ed comes here to fit the new inverter charger. So that's how I've been keeping track of it. So when they're charging, they'll go above 13, and then we'll be fine with that. So this is the new inverter charger that I went for. It's the 12 volt 800 watt. It's one that I wanted to go for, and I double checked it with Ed and he recommended that exact specification. So that's the one I went for. On top of the box there's a fuse holder I had to get with it, and a 100 amp fuse. So the people at Midland Chandlery told me that the 80 watt fuse or amp fuse, whichever, would be better, but the smallest that they did was 100 amps. So I bought that, and if it doesn't work then I'll get an 80 amp one from somewhere, but hopefully that will be okay. So our current battery charger is in the wardrobe. I think that's hopefully where the new one's going to go. I'm not sure because it is quite big and I don't really want to lose the whole wardrobe space. So we'll see where it goes. I'll let you guys know once Ed's fitted it, and hopefully, and I don't know, actually no, looking at it, it's quite a small space. The only space it might be able to go would be on this side, but I don't want to lose the whole wardrobe, so I never really thought about that till now. But we'll see where it can go. So I'm going to turn it on, let you guys listen to the noise that it makes. So it takes a little while to start squealing. So as you can see, clearly there's something wrong with it. We think it might be the fan that's the problem, but I'm not sure. So I'll turn that off now. Don't want to do any damage. But yeah, you know what's happening with it. So when it first broke, it was like squealing super loud, and I thought that there was like somebody outside like using a power tool. Don't know why I thought that, but that was my first thought when it broke. So I'm just going to put the batteries on charge. So to do this, I'm running the extension reel through the boat onto the plug charger, which is just there. So I'm going to plug the battery charger into the extension reel, and then that will draw the power and charge up the batteries. So I need to lift the engine boards, which are on the floor there, and then plug it in. So I'll do that now. So if I lift the engine board, the battery charger's plugged in. I don't know if you can see that big clip there. So there's one at the front and one at the back. So that's plugged into the batteries, and then they're running to this charger, and I'll plug that plug into the extension reel. So I'll just gently sit this down. It's quite heavy, this board is. It's not the easiest thing to do. So there we go, that's it back down. And then I'll plug this in to here. And that's it on. So at the moment you can see here that the batteries are really low. I should have definitely charged them yesterday. Oh, it's just jumped up to there, so it's about quarter full. So I'll let it charge until it gets over to here when the batteries are full. So it's quite straightforward to use. Thank you to Andrew, who you've seen in a previous video, for coming to help me to set this up and for showing me what to do. So yeah, we'll leave them to charge for a couple of hours, and then we'll go back and check on the voltage in a bit. You good, kiddo Cox? Come on then, let's go. Let's go for a walk. So while the batteries are charging, I'm just going to take the dogs for a walk around the field. Go on, Hugh. Got a busy day today, so now I'm just walking the dogs, and then they're going along to our neighbours today while Ed comes to sort out the battery charger, because Hugo will just growl at everybody. So yeah. Here. Hugo, come here. Good boy. He's a good boy. Hey. Good boy. Coco, are you coming as well? Coco, come here. Come here. Hey! Come on. Good girl. Come on. It's a good girl. Hey, you good dogs. Good girl, come here. Good girl. Those good dogs, aren't you? Oh, you've just got my jeans wet though now. Thanks for that. Okay, come on then. Let's go. So I've just taken the inverter charger out of the box just because I thought, after I looked in the cupboard, actually, is that going to fit? But it is quite a lot smaller than the box. I don't know if you can see for reference. So if I put the box beside it, the box is a lot bigger. So obviously it had quite a lot of packaging in it. So I'm hopeful that it will actually fit in the wardrobe. That'd be really good if it did, because I have no idea where else it could go if it doesn't go in there. So we'll see what Ed says when he gets here. So we ran the batteries for a couple of hours, maybe not quite a couple of hours, maybe an hour and a half, nearly 2, and it's gone up to 12.5. So we've disconnected the battery charger, and we are starting to fit the inverter. So I'll show you that now. So this is where the new inverter is going. It does actually fit inside the cupboard, which is nice. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was, so there's still all this space over here for clothes. So yeah, Ed's had to nip out and get a few more bits to finish the installation, but it looks pretty good. Obviously the front cover's not on it, that's going to be fitted when he's done, I guess. So yeah, it fits in quite nice. Hey guys, so the new inverter charger is installed. I'm really pleased with it. It fits in the cupboard really neat. So it's on charge at the moment, so the inverter part of it's turned off because we are on hookup. So I am planning to take the boat out this weekend, so I will try out the inverter section for the first time. So underneath the inverter charger is the switch. So the red switch there is the master switch, I can turn it on and off. Shouldn't need to do that, but it's there for safety. Underneath that is the 240 volt plug that we've had on the boat since we got it, and the immersion switch. So I have to remember to turn that off when I'm using the inverter because it's too much of a load. And beside that is the galvanic isolator. So the next thing I need to do is tidy up this wardrobe. So I'm going to cut down the pole here and run it across the way so that the hangers go straight, because at the moment the hangers go sideways and it just makes it really awkward to get stuff on and off. So that's the next project. Hey guys, just wanted to pop on quickly to say a massive thank you to a couple of people that have been such support over the last couple of weeks. So special thank you to Nev, Julia, Maggie, Ryan and Andrew. Also I wanted to say a massive thank you to Carrie for your words of encouragement and for your support in helping me to edit videos. I really appreciate it, and I wouldn't have been able to do this video without your help, so thank you so much. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I know the quality will be not as good as our previous videos, that's because I haven't edited before. This was the first one I've edited, so I hope that you can bear with me whilst I learn and hopefully improve over the coming weeks. I do have quite a lot of boat projects to do, and I'll be filming those so you can see how to fix things, and hopefully you can learn from my vlogs. Yeah, so I hope you follow the journey along. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm quite nervous about releasing it, so fingers crossed you guys will like it. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!